It is time for part 1 of the Hot Racecar Nights Christmas Party Christmas Silver Jubilee special party thing. Basically, we are celebrating the 25th anniversary, the 25th birthday of 2, not 1, but 2, that's 2 games from the PS1 era that I love dearly and have had a huge influence on me down the years. Funnily enough, one of them, the first one we're playing, is one that I didn't actually play much as a kid. Maybe it came around a little bit too early for me. But I've played pretty much every single game that's followed after it in the lineage of this game, including the one that came out a few months ago. That game was called EA Sports WRC. You may be thinking, what was EA Sports WRC before? Well, before EA Sports WRC, it was Dirt. More specifically, Dirt Rally. And then before that, it was Dirt. And then before that, it was Colin McRae Dirt. And then before that, it was Colin McRae Rally. One of the first and most legendary rally, specifically dedicated rally games ever. I mean, this was it. This wasn't the sort of, like, because I played a lot of V-Rally as a kid, but that still was like racing. It was like rally-ish racing, where you're up against other cars on a track, even if the track was kind of like a rally stage and it had some pace notes. Sega Rally, similar as well. Colin McRae Rally was the first one to go, no, this is what real rallying is. You ain't up against other cars on the stage, you're up against the clock, and the clock is a cruel mistress. The time itself. You are battling time itself from behind the wheel of your Subaru Impreza, with a Welsh bloke called Nicky Grist soothingly suggesting pace notes in your ear. So, this is what we're going to start with tonight. We're going to start with the original Colin McRae Rally. Like I said, I've ended up playing almost every single game that's followed this one, but I've barely ever played this one. How surreal is that? So, we're going to. So you're battling the Doctor. I know, right? I was the real opponent in the Time War, not the Daleks or anything. Says that. Okay, Derek didn't hear that. Sorry, Derek the Dalek's on patrol on my desk. He protect my desk. I didn't want him hearing that. All right, Christmas Penguin. Should we crack on? Should we do it? Yes. And Merry Christmas, obviously. So let's do it. Let's do it to it. We are playing this through a method that means I can play this on my PC, and it looks rather nice. So, if anyone asks, I do have the original copy, and I have paid copies of this and the other game we're playing tonight, so, shush. So, shush. Does that do anything? Yes, okay. I think that... Oh, no, hang on. Yes, there we go. All right. Okay. The one in the UK, they've bought the land, they've bought the domains for the UK website, the Remnants and Harry Potter, Transformer, and 2 other ones, and Halloween Horror Nights. That's all we know so far. Oh, okay. What, a UK Universal. UK Universal. And there's an ad break, right on time, just as we get going on the stream. Right, sod off. You're getting snoozed. Piracy stuff always reminds me of, you wouldn't steal a car. You wouldn't steal a policeman's hat. You wouldn't do a poo in a policeman's hat. You wouldn't give the policeman's hat full of poo in it back to the bereaving policeman's widow. And then steal it again. Dear FBI agents, we legit here. Signed, Chatto. But here it is. Here we go. You wouldn't steal a bread. Distant-sirens.wav. Now, all this is distant90s.wav. I also like the fact as well that this is Colin McRae Rally, so the only car in the intro is his Subaru Impreza, which is what he was driving at the time. It's quite funny, because for the longest time, because I obviously arrived just a little bit, this was released in 1998, obviously, it wouldn't have been the 25th anniversary, but it's quite funny, because I think in 99, or was it 2000, he had actually changed, he had signed with the Ford team, so I got a bit confused initially when everyone was like, oh, everyone's like, why does everyone associate Colin McRae with Subaru? He drives a Ford. I associate him with the Martini Ford Focus. But, obviously, I was young and naive, and you wouldn't 3 right into a tree. Well, I wouldn't choose to. But, so, yeah, this is it. Here we go. We're into it. Fun fact, they didn't pay for the music used in the You Wouldn't Steal an Anti-Piracy ads, and so got done under anti-piracy... I was always a Mackinnon fan. Tell you what, He was the McRae of Mitsubishi. Like, he was the icon. When he joined Subaru later on in his career, it was weird. It was weird. I was like, this is like Mark Scaife driving a Ford Falcon in the V8 Supercars. Like, it's just, what? When has this ever been allowed to happen? Why was this allowed to happen? But yeah, he was the legend of Mitsubishi. It was like, he was the final boss. It was like, Mitsubishi, final boss, Tommy Mäkinen. That was him. Richard Burns was always my boy. Richard Burns. The guy who I always think is a little bit overshadowed by Colin McRae, but I love both of them. Burns was my favourite growing up. I love reading the stories that apparently when Richard Burns won the World Championship in 2001, McRae was one of his main title rivals. Probably should have won that year, actually. But any kind of rivalry that the two had over the championship, it was hyped up because obviously Burns English, McRae Scottish. You know, you got that natural kind of inter-GB rivalry kind of going on. Were they actually beefing? No. They were mates. They got on really well. And apparently both of them were really nice guys. So it's lovely to hear. It sucks that both of them went way too early. Both of them went over 15 years ago. Well, we're coming up with 18 years ago. 18 years ago we lost Richard Burns. When he was still in the prime as a driver as well. Like, he hadn't even retired or anything. But, yeah. Games like this serve as tributes and reminders to legends that we love and we miss dearly. I have a meme to do with that I want to post in Discord. What's that, Peter Solberg? It's going to feel weird if Lando ever moves away from McLaren. Yeah, I hope he doesn't. Every so often people go like, well, why wouldn't he move to Red Bull? They're the greatest team ever. Yeah, but no, Max Verstappen and Red Bull, they're the greatest ever. You're making the mistake here. He would sign with Red Bull, but he wouldn't actually drive for them. He'd be their bitch. They have their driver. Oh, Colin in the 2001 championship. Lando is too pure for Red Bull. He really is. He really is, bless him. So, right. Where to start? Well, happily, I explained earlier that, yeah, there's not really any commands set up at the moment, but we will get round to doing that at some point in the new year. It's one of many things I need to do some spring cleaning on in the new year. If you are a subscriber, if you're a Twitch subscriber, you do get an invite to the Discord if it's tied to your Twitch account. So that's how it goes. I've kept it that way to kind of, because I don't want to open it up just for everyone to pile in, just because it'll be very overwhelming for me and the moderators to manage initially. It may happen at some point, but I'll have to take that into careful consideration. And I mentioned earlier that this was one of the first ever true rally games that had ever been released. So it makes sense that there was a full rally school to help you get to grips with the basics of rallying. So I feel like that's probably a good place to start. What do you reckon? Also, I just realised, yes, that's a snooze for 5 minutes. Go away. Right. Let's do it. I assume the game audio and everything's coming through all right? Have you been hearing that okay? I've been hearing it all right in my ears. I snoozed the ad. Good on you, Jason. Good on you, Jason. I will fix it in the... If audio's good. Thank you. Right. So here we are. So, we're in the training school office. I love it. This seems to be such a like PS1 era thing to do like the living menus. And I say living menu because it's like an actual room. And the Codemasters racing games love doing this. Like I'm thinking of Toka Race Driver 1 did something similar. You were in like the office and like Ryan McCain, the main character, was actually sat on a computer reading his emails or something. And then in the other room, the menu you used to choose the multiplayer was like full of actual car keys and like race overalls and stuff. 2D driving school from Yeah, exactly. Yeah, same thing. The Medal of Honor games on the PS1 as well. Some of my favorite first-person shooters of all time. First two games had a similar thing. The first game had like this war room set up where you had a guy in the corner on the phone. Yes. Tango targets Spitfires over Dover. 10-10 till we do it again, Captain Slow. And you had a guy over at like a whiteboard or like a map being like, yeah, where's our next offensive? Where am I? Actually, why have I been designated to do this? I failed geography. But anyway, did someone forget to clean up? Yeah, it is a bit of a mess. I mean, listen, it's no worse than my room at most times. I like there's traffic cones in the corner. There's some trophies over there. There's a used coffee mug near us, or cup of tea. What's that? Is that like a Skilletrix controller on the table in the front of us there? So it looks like. This can't be a remote. Anyway, let's stop faffing around. Not this. Let's do that. Moving the car. It's the Top Gear. It's the Top Gear production office. You can't see this, but off camera, they're planning their episode of the Interceptors. All right, moving the car. We really are going back to basics, and I appreciate that. Okay, let's do it.
The aim of your first task is to get a feel for the car. I'll ask you simply to accelerate from a standing start.
And just in case you're wondering, yep, yeah, that is Colin himself.
For stopping as close to the line as possible.
We are taking our rallying lessons directly from Big C-Mac, from big old C-Mac himself, which I love. And we're starting off in a Skoda. Where's Nick? Where's Nick right now? Because we're starting off in a Skoda.
When you're ready, put your foot down.
Put your foot down. Put your foot down. We'll lose them easy. Right. And... all right, then let's go.
Stop at the line.
Stop at the line, all right. Stop at the line before the line, or... That do? Well, he's just told me I failed. What, lie? That's a fail. Position... Was I supposed to have stopped before the finish line? I feel like I should have done. Instructions unclear. Okay, let's listen again.
The aim of your first task is to get a feel for the car. I'll ask you simply to accelerate
Drive
from
forward.
a standing start and then bring the car to a halt in a controlled manner.
Ah! So it's like the Gran Turismo thing. You got to stop in the area of... I just drove straight through it. I was like... and he's like... Oh, what the f*** you doing? I told you to stop back there. I was like... Oh, did you? Oh, sorry. Sorry, Cole. Alright, let's try that again.
When you're ready, put your foot down.
Alright, I'm ready. Let's do this. Alright, off we go. And this time, we've got to stop in the braking area. So... yeah. Oh, did that count?
Perfect. Well done.
Hey, there we go. Nice. Well, Colin seems to like... Oh, 70 out of 70. Holy crap. I thought we were going to get knocked down on points there because the car wasn't in the box completely. We're going to British Touring Car School and Jason Plato's the teacher. Can you imagine? Oh, all right. Well, that was a good start. My Gran Turismo experience kicked in there. Basic loop. I think I know what this might be. Oh, the VHS player and everything.
The aim for this task is to drive in a clockwise direction around the cones laid out in front of you. Try to keep as close to the cones as possible and use the throttle, brakes and handbrake to give a smooth run. Here you will begin to learn to slide the car to gain a tighter circle.
A tighter circle. What an accent. Right, so... bugger, did we have to do 3 laps of the cones? Also, this might be a problem for me, chat, because loops 4, okay. Add to snooze again.
Start off when you're ready.
Okay, so we've got to do 4 loops of the cones, and then go and stop over in the finish area like we did in the first test. So, let's go. This might be a bit of a problem for me, because it's not that I can't drive, obviously, but if you've been around here a long time, you know me and cones don't get on. So in this test, I'm supposed to not hit the cones. I've got to ignore my primitive instincts. Also, circle the handbrake.
Okay.
Oh, that was nice.
Nice one.
Oh, that was close.
Brake. That was good.
Thank you. I like how calm and soothing Colin is. Okay, and now we stop at the line. And oops, bollocks. We kind of missed.
That was really good.
Well, you reckon it was really good? Okay, still 66, still a pass. Position, direction, sliding, car sympathy. Oh, I feel sorry for the car. Yeah, good car. This really is like the GTA San Andreas driving school. That video Tom Ingram put out the other day was very funny. Him calling Ash June. There's a similar license GT1 with a small square in Grand Valley Speedway with the Subaru Impreza. Alright, so now we've got a simple stage to finish off. We've learned how to accelerate, stop, and then turn. Which are kind of the basics of driving, I think. So now we've got to pull all that together and do a stage.
Now into a short track to practice the use of throttle and brakes together with car control around the corners. I will direct you as you drive round the course and give you pointers as to what you're doing right and wrong. Points will be awarded for control, use of the brakes, position on the track, sympathetic use of the car, and of course response to my instructions.
Yeah, we better listen. We better listen to Big C-Mac. I mean, why would you not? Why the hell would you not? You're a prospective rally driver getting coaching, getting direct one-to-one mentoring by one of the greatest rally drivers of all time. Why would you ignore that advice? Here we go.
3, 2, 1, go.
Off we go. Right.
Nice one.
Oops. Okay. Important to note, I believe this Skoda that we're driving right now is front-wheel drive, so oops, steady. It won't slide quite like a big four-wheel drive Subaru Impreza or something like that, but we'll actually understeer a little bit. But moment, it seems to be handling all right. I think Colin just said something about sliding well. Oh, did he just say something about us going too fast? That's a bit cheeky of you, Colin. We got to stop here, or just come across the line? Okay, we're stopping automatically. Okay, we'll see. We got another really good out of Colin. I think we did all right there. 64 out of 70. Okay. Braking 7 out of 10. Listen. Colin McRae trying to tell me that I'm not braking enough and I'm sending it too hard into corners. I think pot kettle. I think there's a bit of a pot kettle situation going on there. Big Mr. McRae, sir. Simple says, well done. Now try the intermediate level. I will. Well, that'd be like, just looks like a banger from Dodgy Dave with Skoda branding and roll cage. Right, loop, figure of 8, stage. Well, no, not figure of 8. Oh, God. Oh, God. Right, let's moving on.
The first intermediate task is to drive in an anti-clockwise direction around the cones laid out in front of you. Same as last time, try to keep as close to the cones as possible, using the throttle, brakes and handbrake to give a smooth run. I shall give points for speed around the cones and control while sliding.
Okay, so this is basically the exact same as last time, but it looks like they've laid out some like a bus stop of tyres on one side to avoid you going too wide out of the corners. So you've got to keep control through there. Alright, so.
Right then, when you're ready, put your foot down.
Well, guess what, Colin? I am ready. Let's go.
Nice.
Oops.
Mind the tyres.
Yeah, I think they put them tyres there to make sure you don't crash into them. Immediately crash into them. Like that.
Nice one.
Hey, see, that's better. Once again to it. Oh, that was good. I think Colin just said the exact same thing. Oops. That was not so good. I have a feeling this first attempt might not be so good. We might need a second attempt at this. Oh, hang on. Can we cut the course though when we've knocked the cones over?
Come off the brakes. Stop at the line.
Okay.
Now then, let's see how you did.
Okay. He was a little bit ambivalent on that one. 62 out of 70. Not bad. Car sympathy 7. Well, I did twat it into a tyre and some cones. And I did obliterate some cones, so there was that. I did do that. Right. So what we're going to do, Twitch is adamant that we must now receive adverts. So it's going to happen. Well, ad starts in 10 seconds. Sometimes in the chat it's just been like, ads will start now. A minute later. Oh, no, actually, they're starting now. So we'll let that run. And then once I know you guys are out of an ad break, we'll tackle the figure of 8. The figure of mate. Which I'm a little bit concerned about. Because normally, when we've had figure 8s on this figure 8 race, when we've had racing before on this channel that's involved figure of 8s, yeah, it's been something. Yeah, somewhere Ben Tunney's just leaning forward like, did some of y'all just say figure of 8? No, Ben, Ben, sit down. Not your kind of figure 8. Not your kind of figure mate. It's actually just the BMW M8 one make challenge. the figure of mate. That would be the Gran Turismo name for it. Like we came up with the, what was it? The Vitesse, what was it? And now Twitch is like, oh no, the ad break's in progress now. Yeah, what was it Jason came up with the other day? We were like, it was like the Vitesse Victory or the Vitesse Voyage, wasn't it? That's like the Gran Turismo one-make championship name. When we ended up in a one-make race. Well, we ended up in a race. The Vitesse Voyage, that's it. Because I made the quip about ABBA, didn't I? Excuse me. So yeah, the BMW the BMW M8 or the BMW i8 one-make trophy would be the figure of i8. Potentially. Anyway, right. Is everyone back from commercial break? Looks like they are. So, commercial break. Time for a figure 8. Pop the VHS in.
Second task extends the loop you did in the last task to become a figure of 8.
Oh my
Try
God.
and keep the car in a constant slide to stay as close to the cones as possible, whilst keeping the car in motion.
Okay. Right. I miss the thick boy. Oh, the BMW M8, the GT, the absolute thick mate. The thickest mate. Racing is a lot less colourful for it not being around. I miss GT in general, to be honest.
Then, start off when you're ready.
Alright, here we go. Has to be the mates race. Mates race! Alright, anyway, let's go. Colin's just groaning in the passenger seat. You gonna actually drive today, or are you just gonna keep making crappy puns all the time? You alright, Colin? You alright, Colin? Calm down. Look, listen. Oh, look at that. Nice, nice. Okay. I like the fact he's like, use the brakes. I'm like, well, I'm using the hand brakes. So that is... I'm not using the brake specifically.
That was good.
Oh, no, he seems to be pleased with that one. Oops! Oh, that was close. I didn't touch them! Ref! Listen, I need a VAR review on that. Right, and then round here.
That was good.
Thank you. Yeah, I appreciate that.
Stop at the line.
Okie doke, I will. We'll drive around here, and then... Speed! And stop. Oh, neat.
That was really good.
Hey! I think you'd like that. Just because you've driven a Subaru Vivio. Hey, 66. Very nice. Sliding direction. Listen, I will contend a bit difficult to slide a front-wheel drive hatchback. I know you can, Colin, but you can slide anything. You can slide a flipping transit van. You could drift a transit van, probably. Listening to instructions, I was pleased with that. And as the VAR review, I did not touch a single cone. I thank you. Colin did get to drive an F1 car. He did. He did. He also drove a GT1 Ferrari at Le Mans, which is very cool, with ProDrive. He also drove in NASCAR, sort of. He drove in ASCAR, which is like the British version. Source, I was there. I was there as a small person being like, my dad was like, listen, this is the closest you're maybe ever going to get to watching actual NASCAR in America. We're trying to do our own version over here. I was there too. Yeah, Speedworks was there. And it was pretty badass. And the season I went, I think it was 2002, the driver lineup was actually really good. You had Colin White, who's a veteran of all sorts of British racing. I think he's in the Ginetta... It's not the Ginetta Juniors. Hitch, you'll know the name. The Ginetta G55 Cup, I think it is. So he's a stalwart of British racing. You had, the season I went, you had Kelvin Burt, former British touring car driver. Nicola Manassian was the series champion, former Le Mans winner. Yeah, that one. Who else was there? Jason Plato. Yeah, some fella called Jason Plato decided he got bored with British touring cars and decided he was going to try and be a NASCAR driver. And which obviously meant that at some point during the season, Matt Neal also appeared, because why not? As did Colin McRae, he guest starred. And there was some other fella who was driving a Territorial Army camouflage liveried car who was pretty good. Turns out he was so good, Top Gear dressed him up in a white suit with a white crash helmet and made him the Stig. Yeah, Ben Collins was in the series. Burt White, Mark Proctor, Swan, Plato, Darren Manning was in it. Was that Darren Manning? Yeah, I think he was in it. Now, Mark Proctor is... Am I right in thinking he's the father of current British touring car driver Senna Proctor? So, yeah, there was a lot of guys in there. There was a lot of dudes in there. And John Stewart, who I swear even back then, over 20 years ago, was an incredibly old man And yet I think he's still racing now. I'm like, how old are you? He's gonna be like the end from Metal Gear Solid 3. He's actually like sniffing petrol fumes from his race car is how he actually generates energy to stay alive. He photosynthesizes fumes from petrol fumes. But yeah, Colin McRae did that. He did a bit of the when he stepped away from WRC for a bit. He did what I like to call like the Jensen Button career arc, and I guess Valentino Rossi as well. The kind of side quest arc where you're like, right, okay, I've made my main career out of doing something really well at one main thing. Now I'm just going to do a bit of everything. So Jensen Button did Super GT. He's done Le Mans in a NASCAR. He's not just done Le Mans. He did Le Mans in a NASCAR. What else has he done? He's done all sorts. He did Petit Le Mans. Obviously, he's now in IMSA and the WEC. Valentino Rossi's doing GT3 racing and all that stuff. He's done some rallying as well. Just kind of everything, really. Because why the hell not? Like I said, the side quest thing. And Colin McRae did the same thing when he stepped away from full-time World Rally Championship racing around 03, 04. He just went side quest crazy. I wish he'd come back to the British Touring Cars for a bit more. I'm not sure he did. Because he did actually show up in the British Touring Cars for a cup of coffee in 1992 in a BMW, if I remember rightly. But yeah, he went to Le Mans in a Ferrari. Did Jensen Button do 2 races in the Porsche Super Cup as well? Yeah, there you go. He did a bit of ASCAR. There's only 2 ASCAR cars left in the UK. Really? That is a shame. Which 2 are those? Colin, yes. So, yeah. Close to NASCAR we get now is either pickup truck racing or the American Cup Car Series. Oh, yeah. Yeah, the pickup truck racing. Well, there's the NASCAR Wheel and Euro Series, which is pretty good. But again, it kind of struggles from the fact that there are kind of there's very, very short ovals for oval racing over here, but that's kind of like your hot rods and super stocks and stuff like that. So there is a kind of short oval racing scene over here, which is pretty cool. Anyway, let's get cracking again. We're out of the ad break, so...
Next, I shall take you around a short stage. You will learn to follow some simple co-driver instructions. Points will mainly be awarded for speed in the stage.
Will mainly be awarded for speed in the stage. Okie doke. Mostly. I know a lot of the Euro NASCAR guys love Brands. Understandably, it's a great circuit. Hashtag not biased. Alright, here we go. 3, 2, 1, go. Off we go.
You're going too fast.
Am I? You're going too fast. Okay. Did I crash? No, I don't think so. Again, pot kettle there, sir.
You're going too fast.
I'm not. Whoops. Okay, maybe I was a little bit there. Alright, maybe I was a tiny bit there. Shush. There's a hairpin coming up.
Handbrake.
Yep, I'm doing it. I'm doing it.
That's it, go
That's it, go
on.
on, lad. That's it, go on, laddie. Give it some welly.
Nice one.
Thank you. How long is this stage? Okay, there's left and then... Oh, steady. Oops. Brake. Stop you fanny. Oops. Ow.
Mind the tires.
Yeah, it's... yeah.
That's fine.
They kind of ambushed me there. Sir, I would like to say they kind of... Officer, they did ambush me there. He's clearly not a good passenger, no. You're supposed to... Did he say well done? How's too fast in rallying? That's a good question. 64 out of 70. Eh, not bad. Braking 6. Again, Colin. Again. You know. Right. Now it's time for a moist stage.
Okay, we'll try the short stage again. But this time, as it's raining, you'll need to be a bit more careful.
Ooh.
You'll notice that we've put different tyres in the car. When it's wet and muddy, you'll find that at certain times, the throttle can be used to gain extra grip.
Ooh. Just do not crash into people or a tree. You should be all good. You have seen me play rally games before. The anti-PJ1 stage. Alright. There's a rainbow! It's the gay stage. Off we go. This is my stage. The queer stage.
Okay,
Oh, yeah, okay.
Put your foot down.
Put your foot down, put your foot down. We'll lose them easy. Oh, wait, wrong game. This is not the Italian job. Oh.
That's it.
Oh, I love this, though. The thing is, right, obviously this probably looks very basic in the year of our Lord 2020 plus 3.
Okay.
But, like, you got to realise at the time, how mind-blowing must this have been? Like, even little things like, oh, it's raining on this stage, so the track's going to feel different. And it does. The physics feel very different.
That was good.
It does feel a lot more slippery. And even stuff like, look at the mud build-up on our car.
Go on.
It does look like just a flock of, like, someone's just taken, like, a massive diarrhea poo on it. But, who cares? It's cool. It's realistic. Accumulated dirt and stuff like that. Like, I loved it when Rallycross 2 did that. Which came out around the same time as this, I think. So, and again, like I say, this was one of the first games that truly did rallying like this. Just you versus the clock. You, the only opponent you have is time itself. It's Rainbow Road. It is the true Rainbow Road.
Well done.
Well, we got a well done, so... Me with my Crohn's disease and there's no... Oh, no. Oh, no. All right. Colin's really not about my braking, is he? He's like, what, you're not using the brakes at all. Colin, we're really not seeing eye to eye on this, are we? Yeah, I know it's a bit rich coming from me, telling you to slow down. But just hear me out here, all right? No, Colin, I'm not taking you... I'm not listening. Well done, now try the expert level. I will. Loop, figure of 8, stage, wet stage, night. Is this the same as the intermediate? Okay. What have we got?
Okay, it's the circuit round the cones again. We've placed them nice and close to give you a bit more of a challenge.
Oh, okay. So this is the loop challenge again, but this time those tyres of doom that I was like, I think I've put those tyres out to stop me crashing crashes into one of them immediately. Like that. They've made that even more... Oh my god, that's so narrow. Oh my word. Oh my...
When you're ready, put your foot down.
Oh, I'm not sure I'm ready for this. Alright, let's go.
Nice one. Handbrake.
I did, I pressed the handbrake.
Okay.
Then touch the cone there, that's fine.
Nice one.
Thank you. You see, he understands. I do well with praise.
That was good.
Yeah, you see? I like praise. You know,
That was good.
it's autistic. You know, rejection-sensitive dysphoria. I like being praised. I've got a praise... I mean, shush. Praise be.
Handbrake.
Oops. Yeah, I might need to do that. Yeah, thanks for the reminder.
Come off the brakes.
Okay,
Stop at the line.
and then stop at the line. Yeah. There we go. Hey.
Well done.
Oh, well done. You seem particularly pleased with that one. And a 67 out of 70. Woohoo! Very good. I'll take that. So, clearly it's my NASCAR skills. I can do the oval stage pretty well. So, figure of 8, let's see. Figure of mate. What have we got?
Now, I want you to do a figure of 8, and guess what? We've moved the cones closer together. I'll be impressed if you can keep up a speed without knocking the cones this time.
Oh, oh. I'll be impressed if you can keep up a good speed without knocking any corners this time. Oh, is that a challenge, Colin? Is that a challenge, sir? It's a challenge I'll probably fail miserably, but still.
Right then, start off when you're ready.
Alright, let's go. Let's go. Oh my god, they are tight. Holy Christ.
Brake.
Oh my god, they are. Oh my word.
Come off the brakes.
Oh, they are. Oof. Oh my god, this is some. This is. Why did I need to say Gen Block? That's Ken Block's long lost sister. Oh, I bailed out of that one. I probably should have just twatted the cone there. I think it cost me more time not killing the cone there. Yeah, I don't know who Gen Block is, but I was trying to say this is some Ken Block stuff right here. This is some Gen. For God's sake! He's Ken Block, not Jim. Jim Block. For God's sake.
Brake. Stop at the line.
Okay. Okay, well, I kind of lost my rhythm a bit there.
That was really good.
You know who would be good at this? Yuki. 64 out of 70. Yeah, we'll take that. Direction 7. Direction 7. Yeah, I did get lost a bit there. That was a bit of a May moment. Where am I going?
Right then, now you're a competent driver. We'll take you out on our biggest school track, so I hope you've learned your lesson well. Time is all that matters now, but try and remember, it's not your car.
I love that. Now you're a competent driver. Ooh. I got praised. He called me competent. I like the fact as well, he's like, keep in mind, it's not your car. Oh, so I can go even faster in it. It's the fastest car in the world. It's a rental car. Let's go. Yeah. Oh, we've got co-drive. We've got actual pace notes now. Nicky Grist has jumped in the car with us. Also, here are the camera angles, including... Yes! It's got cockpit cam! Look at this. Look at the massive blobs that we've got for hands. But again, in 1998, this blew our tiny minds. Our minds were just exploded clean out of our ears. This was one of the first, I believe. Not sure if it was the first. Oh my god. Oops, that's a tree. It's a frog driving the car. 3 left into 4 right. Also, this is the kind of... I am permitting backseat gaming advice just for this question only. Oh my god, that was narrow. That was clinched. That caused me to clinch. Kermit the Frog as a rally driver. I'm not sure where I'm supposed to be going, but oh my god, this is pretty scary. Why am I driving a rally car with Nicky Grist? Oh my god. Yeah, so... Yeah, I'm asking a question off chat, so... This is allowed backseat gaming to answer this question and this question alone. If anyone can find me cheats for this game, because it is a PS1 era game, so it might well have had cheats. I can't remember if it did. So, given how much we get through it today, if we can also have a play around with some of the, like if there's a cheat to unlock all cars and stuff like that. I know there's a cheat / Easter egg, a very famous cheat / Easter egg in the game. I don't know if you need to activate a cheat to get it, but that's also possible. Right. Got him. Well, as in the cheats. What, did you just, like, remember them in your brain? 42. Speed 4. Yeah, right, okay. Okay. I think there was too much time faffing around being like, look at our gloves. Look, a frog's driving the car. Colin's like, you're not paying attention, are you? Stop fannying around with frogs, with anamorphic frogs, and drive. You're funny. All right. All right, sorry, sir. Sorry, sir. No, I've let you down. I'm so sorry. All right, let's try that again. Let's go. Oh, I've gone quiet and everything. I'm focusing. Well, understand me. You kind of have to do that in rally games because, you know, when you're listening to someone try and tell you the right way to go, you can't exactly talk all over them. Oh, nice. Well, I thought it was nice anyway. Whoa! That was the tight tires of destiny. Tell you what, given that this is a front-wheel drive car, again, even for a game like this, you can still feel the kind of realism in terms of the physics and that. I'm starting to get a nice feel for a bit of lift-off oversteer, which is good in front-wheel drive cars. You can do that, and then obviously, to straighten the car back up again, you just mash the throttle. Straight across, and then... Oh, nice. And there's the finish. Well, I think our first run through here was like a 159 or something. So, I think that was a bit better. 47 out of 60, still position 7. Speed 6. Colin is a harsh taskmaster. The taskmaster. Alright, let's try the wet stage, shall we?
Okay, we were going to take you to a real stage, but as it's getting darker and started to rain, I thought I'd give you another go on our big track.
Alright, sounds good to me. Oh my word, hello. We've even got a chance to do the setup here. Blimey. Medium sensitivity, even brakes. Okay. We've got a setup menu for the first time. So they've trusted us with a spanner. They've trusted us with a spanner and a toolbox. You are an absolute toolbox. Oh god. Alright, here we go. Well, there's no rainbow this time. So it's not a queer stage, which is, you know, unfortunate. Oh, we're out here to get muddy, though. So I believe this is the same stage as the last one. But, you know, just 86.5% more muddy. It's the UK on any given day. It's the UK every day recently. That's probably another reason that hasn't helped with my my kind of Christmas malaise. Oh, ow! I think I hit that tree on my first run on the dry version of this stage. Oh, never mind, it's fine. Work had me pull that for a moment, but I have cheats. Excellent. Well, later on when we're playing through this, we'll deploy them. If there's certain content, there's certain things we want to give a go, have a go. MF Ghost is getting a season 2. Is it? Is the anime... Is the manga available for... is there an English translation of it yet? Or is it available over here yet? I'd love to get the books. One day, more Eurobeat. Oh, perfect. Well, this is what we had for Eurobeat in the 90s. Japan had Eurobeat, and then we're like, what are actual Europeans doing for Eurobeat? And then there was just Colin McRae. It's like, yeah! Eurobeat with 55% more haggis. And bagpipes. And scotch. And famous grouse. Right. Let's see how that was like.
Okay, let's see how you did.
Okay, Colin sounding fairly ambivalent. 54 out of 70, nice. Breaking 5. Again, Colin. Again. We're not getting along with this, are we? Right, and now a night stage to finish.
Right, here we are then. This is as close as you'll get to the real thing. The mechanics are waiting for your instruction on your car setup, so let's get started. Again, time is all that matters on the stage, but I shall also give points on how well you set up the car.
Ooh. Okay, okay. Right, so... View stages, what have we got? So... Now that looks fairly twisty to me, what do you reckon? What do you reckon? So... I'm going to go good acceleration. Steering, medium sensitivity. Stage severe bends. I think medium has been fine. Suspension, Okay. Yeah, that sounds about right, surely. Looks alright to me. Did we lose points in the previous run because we set the gearbox to accelerate too much? I don't know. Shouldn't have done. Anyway, let's go! Final round of rally school! And yet again, I find myself saying something else that was incredibly radical for a game of this time. Night driving. Right, if in this run through this stage, I can avoid that, twatting that tree with my arse, that I keep seeming to do at that same corner. It's on the exit of a tight left-hander. Is it this one, maybe? Oh, yeah, I think it was that one. Okay, we have avoided that this time. Oh! That was a bit of a late pace note there. Well, normally I'll be able to see it just fine, but not. No. Oops. Steady. Oh, the tyre gate of doom. Sent that one hard. Again, though, because it's front-wheel drive, you can little tap on the brake to get the weight towards the front of the car, and because it's front-wheel drive, it gets kind of turning as soon as you lift off the throttle. So you're good. Alright, I think this is the finish line up here. And that was still faster than our first attempt in the dry version of this, in the day version of this stage. To have sheets working, you need to enter them as a name and begin rallying trial. But can't confirm it's necessary. Not all places say about it. Okay, well, we passed. 5 out of 10. Apparently, we were a bit of a granny through that stage. Car sympathy, 10 out of 10. That may well be the only time you'll ever see me graded well on car sympathy. You passed the test, now try the real thing. All right. Thank you very much, Mr. McRae Sensei. McRae Sensei. Sensei McRae. I mean, again, you couldn't really ask for a better tutor in teaching you about rally racing, could you now? Right, so let's have a look at the options quickly. I just want to... Settings. Graphics. Graphics, yes, they have them. Game displays for minimal. Yeah, game displays minimal, I think. Oh, hydrate, thank you. Yeah, I might just bump up the co-driver volume a little bit. Button setup, accelerator, brake, handbrake, gear up, gear down. That's what I was going to find. Hang on. Controller. English. High score difficulty. Okay, this might be it. Okay, we're on intermediate. Button. Okay. Do you get to choose? I'm just wondering where to change the settings to make it so you got manual gear change. I guess it's time to jump into a championship. Let's do it. So, I mean. Yeah, let's have a look. Rally School Time Trial. Rally Championship. Yeah, Championship's got to be the main career mode, I'm assuming. So, let's have a look at the cars we've got. Aha, there we go. That's where you can change manual gears. Right, okay. So, first up, we've got, well, Colin McRae's actual car in real life at this time, the Subaru Impreza. It's, yeah, 300 horsepower, four-wheel drive, the legend that is. And then right next to it is the Mitsubishi Lancer Evo. You got to play through a world championship before getting expert difficulty unlocked, but I guess that was obvious. Yeah, it might have been. Might be. So yeah, there's the two main kind of demigods of rallying around this time. And then the Ford Escort. Toyota Corolla. And we haven't unlocked the... Okay, so the car is not available in the intermediate difficulty setting. Wait a minute. Hang on. There's another ad break, apparently, so you're not missing anything, thankfully. Let me just try something, though. Let's try Novice. And let's go back over here. Aha! Okay. So, Novice Championship, Renault Maxi Megane. Say I beat the kit car Evo 2. The Volkswagen Golf GTI kit car. Skoda Felicia, that's what we were just driving in the driver's ed, if you will. So we can drive those. Those are the kind of WRC2 cars, the second division cars. Those are all front-wheel drive, as you can see there. So there's the Skoda we were driving in the rally school. Volkswagen Golf GTI, Seat Ibiza, and a Renault Maxi Megane. But we're going to go all in. Let's go. F2 cars. Yes, exactly. There you go. F2 kit cars. Unfortunately, this game came about a little bit too early, I think, for my all-time favourite of those, which is the Peugeot 306 Maxi. The screaming banshee that was. That ended up going so fast on tarmac, especially in the hands of Gilles Panizzi, that it could end up beating full-blown WRC four-wheel drive cars. I miss my dad's 98 Felicia. Right, so Subaru, Mitsubishi, Ford, or Toyota. I am going to... Oh, that's interesting. They've actually got, well, 10 less horsepower. It doesn't matter too much, I don't suppose. Fine. I've got an idea. I am plagued with indecision. So you know what that means. RNG. It's RNG time. I would use the dice of decision, but they're over there. And they're six-sided, so... Okay, I'll just... Checking if the site connection is secure. Yes, thank you. There we go. The RNG site was like, you might be illegal. Right. Generate result 2. So, that means we're going to the dark side. Well, the light side of the Force. We're driving the Mitsubishi Evo. Let's do it. Ah, we've got a name. Oh, no. Whoops. So it's the Evo 4. The Japanese Drift King, Kunimitsu Takahashi, British Saloon Car Champ. He competed in the British Saloon Car Championship? Bishi Bashi Special. What season did he compete in that in? If it was the British Saloon Cars, it must have been a while ago. Happy holidays to you, good and most wholesome sir. Happy holidays to you, most wonderful and lovely donk. Christmas Penguin is waving at the Paula Donkey. Christmas bells in his hat. Well, 1985. Oh, wow. So right in the Group A era. I wonder what he was driving then. Was it a Supra? It might have been a Supra, actually, or like a Celica or something. But welcome in, Paula Brady. How are you doing? Happy Christmas to you. Delightful to see you in here. Happy holidays are here again. You've timed it really well as well. We've just gone through the rally school in Colin McRae Rally. And we're just about to do our first championship in the game. Welcome to New Zealand. Off work for the holidays. Hey! We'll drink to that. It was a Supra. Oh, wow! It must have been a Celica Supra. Right, so New Zealand, stage 1. We have got a few stages. Rolling hills and farmland with a loose gravel surface. It may rain. So those are the 2 stages. Okay, that's fine. I'm kind of tempted to leave things... Emo drove a Mitsubishi Starion to... Tasty. Right, I'm tempted to leave everything as standard just to find our way around it and see how we go for the first couple of stages. So let's get cracking. Let's do it. Let's go. We're in Wellsford in New Zealand. It's cloudy, it's early in the morning, and it's gravel. It's very, very gravel. All right, here we go.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go.
And I've got to remember...
Over crest.
Yeah, manual gears.
Over crest. Into 1 right. Into 3 left.
Oops. Oh my... Whoa! Okay, I was a bit distracted there because my controller... Hang on, I've got an idea. Oops. Controller options. Oh. Bollocks. For some reason there was... Was it working okay now? Sorry, there was an issue with the... Yeah, the R1 sort of button on my controller here, rather than my 8-bit Do Pro 2. The R1 type button's a bit gammy. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to, where are the control settings? I'm going to swap button setup. R2. Right, there we go. So I'm going to make it the, what do you call it? Like the shoulder buttons, I suppose. L2 and R2 instead of L1 and R1. So, he's one of the only 2 Asian drivers to ever do the British Touring Cars. The other being Daryl DeLeon in 2023. Nice! Daryl DeLeon was pretty cool. I hope to see him back in the championship. I hope he's not too tainted by the stench of evening. Oh, it's Dan Bartlett is out here. Do you know what? I did wonder, given that part of my recent inspiration to play this game has been watching your play series on your YouTube channel, which, by the way, everyone in the chat, can you do me a favour? If you're not subbed already to Dan Bartlett, formerly known as Mushy Gaming, you may still be known as that, go sub right now. If you like watching me play old racing games from this era, and slightly more modern sometimes, you'll definitely like Dan as well. Dan's lovely. It's been a bit of a cool honour to have him in the Discord server recently. Someone you've been watching for years and years on YouTube, just being like, oh, hi, I'm here. You're like, what? What, you here? Excuse me? Did you get lost or something? But, yeah, lovely to see you, Dan. And, Merry Christmas, obviously. So, again, you timed that quite well, because we were just starting the first championship of the game. We technically already did start it, but we got about 300 yards into the first stage, and then I realised my R1 button wasn't working properly. So I've quickly quit out, and that sounds alien to me that someone watched my channel. Oh, this shit. Alright, let's do it. Merry Christmas to you. Merry Crimbo to you too. Let's do it to it. Bollocks, I've set the buttons the wrong way round. Never mind. Just have to adjust. L2 is change up and R2 is change down. Oops, okay.
Square right, don't cut fence. 1 left. 4 right.
Oh, I like the little backfire.
5 left, tight.
Don't know if you heard that there, but... Yeah, as we're coming around the corner, the little bim, 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 bim.
Over bump.
Controller, are you alright? Okay. Right. Sorry to do this. We're going to try this again. Because I think I have to click something back into place. This car is a piece of cheese. Well, I'm not driving it properly, to be fair. Right, okay. Something, this kind of part here had come loose, and I think these 2 buttons here were a bit kind of flobbly and not working properly. Scrolling has, the controller has the screaming abdabs. Something like that, yeah. Right, controller 1. Right. Button set up. Gear up. That one. Gear down. That one. Okay. Button set up. Let's go. Right. Championship, let's do it. Actually, bollocks to it, I'm changing my mind. I want it to be one of these 2, because kind of the alternates. BL build quality. Having the handbrake on L2 makes... Ooh! I see pro gamer strats out here. Professional sim racer. Dan Bartlett here. Professional 90 sim racer. Controller 1. Yes, so button setup. Here's Dan's channel, you have no excuse. Very good, there you go. Change camera, handbrake on L2. There we go. Okie dokie. Let's do it to it. I like the fact you can just change the buttons to whatever you want. That's very useful. Right. 3rd time's the charm. Oh, we're driving Ford or Toyota, Ford or Toyota, Ford or Toyota, Ford or Toyota. Ford. Let's go. We are still AJ Mega. Ford, yep. I guessed right. Me and Nick were talking in the Discord earlier about the Ford World Rally Team lineup for next season. It's pinned for a few minutes only. Okay. Well, there you go. Go subscribe to that channel that's linked up there. Go do it now. Immediately. That's in order. If you're not already, of course. And, right. Well, let's... 3rd time. We've paused time and space and we rewound it 3 times. God, they've gone down fast. Ford not giving them any money probably doesn't help. Alright, anyway, let's go.
2, 1, go.
Okay.
Crash.
There we go.
Over
The
crest.
transmission is finally working.
Into 3 left. 4 left.
You can hear the kind of backfire sound off the exhaust when I... Can you hear the... Oh, come on. We've made it to the first timing loop. Oh my god. Also, I'm enjoying having the screen set on minimum. Minimal, I should say, because
Tightens. Over crest.
I've always, and I had this in EA WRC, especially... Excuse me, Carl, do you want to... The road goes over here. Well, hey!
1 left. Over crest.
Maybe the Mitsubishi was trying to replicate its 2001 02... What? An absolute flaming disaster.
Square left.
Careful there. I'm always careful. Psh, ow. I'm always careful. Falls off a mountain. Ow. Oops. Steady. Yeah, I was just saying I like having the screen set on minimal because I don't like having... Prove it then. Oh, I can't.
Over crest.
You just watch me. I won't be able to prove it.
1 right. 1 left.
Oh my...
2 right.
Also, I've just realised something that's flipping me out a bit is that the pace notes in this one, the numbers are inverted. So 1 and 2 left and right are fast corners.
3 right.
Now, in almost every game, obviously 3 doesn't matter. Like, it kind of goes 1, 2, 3, 4, and then tight, I suppose. But normally, when the traditional pace notes that have been used in almost most
Over crest. Into
rally games that I'm used to, it goes up 1 to 6, and 1 is for the tightest corner. So 1 left is almost like it's like a really tight corner, and then 6 left is like almost flat out. You know what I mean? So oops, oh steady.
3 right. Into 2 left. Long 2 left. Tightens. Into 3 left. 4
Oh steady.
2 left.
I'll tell Colin you entered the... Why? This isn't his car. He didn't drive for Ford. He's driving against us in this rally. Yeah, because interestingly, this game actually had
Square right.
a licensed selection of rally drivers in it. From McRae 2.0 onwards, the official WRC license wasn't with the Colin McRae games, so they had to invent generic names. I think the only licensed drivers in the game were Colin and his younger brother Alistair McRae. And across the line... Oh, thankfully we brake there, otherwise we'd have ran over this man with clipboards. But hey, second overall, okay. So, oh, look at this. How's this for a time capsule? Is Colin in the room with us right now? Well, no, he's in his car, which was 5 seconds behind us. So we are the meat in a Subaru sandwich, or the Subarus are the bread in a Ford sandwich or something. Unexpected Subaru in banking area. It's the other Subaru of Piero Liati, who I seem to recall, I think he won a couple of rallies. He was pretty good. I also seem to remember, I think he had, for a little while, a co-driver named Fabrizia Pons, who was not Ponzi at all. She actually was co-driver to a rally driver from the 80s called Michelle Mouton. You know, only one of the most successful female racing drivers in any series ever. You may have heard of her. Well, Fabrizia Pons was her co-driver, and I believe by the 90s she was co-driving for Liati, I think, and a few other people. So we've got Kenneth. Is that Kenneth Backlund? In the first of the Evos, and then my boy Richard Burns. Also Carlos Sainz's dad. Who, Fabrizia Pons was Carlos Sainz's dad? I'm assuming that's not what you meant. My brain just did a silly there. So Juha Kankinen is our teammate. I think former world champion as well. Juha Kankinen. And then, not great for the Toyotas. They're down in 7th and 8th. Carlos Sainz and Didier Auriol. C. Steen. Now, I don't know if the Skoda drivers are licensed, because I don't remember Steen and Magnus. Alistair McRae, I did just mention, Colin's baby brother. The Ralph Schumacher to Colin's Michael. He was in a Volkswagen Golf. Harry Rovanperä. Does the Rovanperä name sound familiar to you? In 2023? Yeah. Because his son, Kalle Rovanperä, is the reigning double WRC world champion. Right there. So his dad, Harry, is in this game. That's how I've known in the last years that I'm getting old. when the sons of the drivers that I grew up watching and loving, for example, Ryan Blaney in NASCAR, Chase Elliott, Ryan Blaney, Chase Elliott. I grew up watching Dave Blaney and Bill Elliott. Oh my God, I'm trying to... Calla Rovanpera. I watched Harry Rovanpera. Ken Rosenberg is in this game, apparently. Oh, there he is in 14th. What are you doing here, mate? Philip Bukowski. I remember him as well. He's not had a good first stage at all, has he? I set a new track record, apparently. And I got a password for it. Was this before memory cards? No way. Right. New Zealand Stage 2 is Okahu. This looks very twisty. That looks like a strand of spaghetti that's been dropped on the floor.
4, 3, 2,
Anyway,
1.
let's get going. Off we go. So, Juha Kankkunen, our veteran teammate, needs to step up a bit. We're leading the Ford charge for the moment. Up against the mighty Subarus.
Square left.
Someone's left his helicopter at the side of the track there. Oops, that was a square. Ooh, there we go.
Square left. Don't cut ditch. Over crest. Into 1 right.
Yeah, I was saying I was trying to say on the last stage that I like the minimal kind of screen setup, especially in rally games, because I don't like being nagged about how fast. Oops, steady. There's kind of the apex, and then there's that. Yeah, I don't like being nagged about and I don't like this in any racing game ring. I just don't like seeing my lap times and everything on the screen and red markers being like, "You're slower through here, you pellock," or whatever, because I start obsessing over those things, and I just like to be kind of left alone to kind of do my thing. And I always say I kind of work like this in real life as well, because I was always way more nervous in my driving lessons when I knew my driving instructor was waiting to pick me up on things, because obviously that's what he was doing, that's his job. But I was far less nervous in my test, which seems really counterintuitive. But basically, I just knew that on my test, unless I cocked up something massively, and the instructor had to end the test right there, he'd just leave me to it. And I'd only find out if I'd passed or failed at the very end. So I could just focus, I could just crack on. And I did a heel start on the clutch for the first time ever in my life on my test. Because for some reason I never felt confident enough to do it in my lessons, but on my test, the moment where it would have been the biggest consequences for screwing it up, I did it, and I did it perfectly. So that's just how my brain works. But yeah, I quite like that in rally games as well. So there's no tracker at the side of the screen being like, there's like intervals. Normally there's like a thing to track your progress through the stage. You probably saw it in the rally school sections. And every interval we go through, it shows either green if you... Oops. Kind of bleeding off the circuit there, off the track. I think you can still hear it. I think, because we went through there, it just made a noise, which I think is, yeah, you're not fastest. And sometimes it'll be, which I think is fastest, but there's no, constant thing on the screen like, you're slow as crap. You're slow as a pile of dried dog poo. Get on with it. Which just stresses me out more, so just let me crack on. Well, and ramble to you lot. Care what? Oh, bank. Okay. Not the other thing. Right. I was like, excuse me, Nicky. Are you good? Do you need to take care of something when we get back to the service area? Oh, you said bank. Okay. Okay. Yep. Yeah, I think I mentioned this in the last stage. The pace note numbers are inverted here. So there you go. Yeah, you can see at the top of the screen. I went faster through that section.
Long 3 left, tightens into 4 left.
Oops. Long corner there. Oop, there we go.
Tight hairpin right.
Yeah, I think the pace notes in this one are 1 to 4, but I think 1 this time is the shallowest corner. 4 is tightest.
Over finish.
And across the line. That'll do. Ooh. 0.78 faster in the final bit of that stage. Hey! And that was the fastest overall. Beating out Colin McRae. Student is defeating teacher at the moment. And yes, well noticed. I don't know how I completely got it. I was like, Kay Backlund. Yeah, I don't remember that name. Richard Burns is in the game, but I don't remember Backlund. Yeah, they didn't have the license to use Tommy's name, so they used Backlund instead. Doing Tommy Mackinnon rally instead. They couldn't come to an agreement. Yeah, because Tommy Mackinnon had his own set of rally games around the same time. You can kind of tell which ones were more successful or better. Although I've heard that the Tommy Mackinnon rally game is quite well regarded. It's not bad. But yeah, McRae second. Backlund. Bob Backlund. WWF wrestler Bob Backlund is third. Liati fourth. Kankinen fifth. Burns sixth. And the Toyota's still not having a good time. Steen and Magnus. Are they real? Gomez and Rovanpera. Rosenberg from Vice City. Cruz, Alistair McRae, and Bukowski. Right, so here's the overall time. We are leading by about 7 seconds over McRae and Liati. And then it's Backlund. Backinen. it's Commie Backinen. Head of Burns. And then Juha Kankinen. Skoda drivers are not real. No, okay. What a steaming pile of Tosh, Tommy. Oh, okay, so that answered my question. Also, I did see someone arrive in here earlier. Where are you? You're in here somewhere. Scaling Tour 97. Yes! I thought I saw your name in here. Kill, Steen, kill. Philip Bukowski trying to replicate his Mitsubishi codes here. But yes. I did mean to call you out, Scaling Tour. Lovely to see you in here. It's been a hot minute. Missed you in here, bud. Lovely to see you in here. And of course, the Merry Christmas from Christmas Penguin. Right. So, onwards we continue. After 2 stages of... Is it 6, maybe? I want to say it's 6 overall. So this is quite a good way of doing it. So we've got view stage. So we've got stage 3 and 4. So these are just the ones in the upcoming loop. So I think... Meantime, this is our repair section for this service. Electrics. There we go. That'll do. Well, we've kept our car in pretty good nick. 3 minutes of the electrics. We got to just like change a light bulb in the left front headlight. That's it. That's it. Otherwise, we're all good. Gear ratio. I think good acceleration. I think we can... give some more accelerations. Then even brakes. I think rear bias brakes. Less precise handling. No, okay, that's fine. Dry grooves. Looks okay. Yeah, looks okay to me. That's it. Back when light bulbs were a thing and not just a replacement LED strip. Innit? Oh, God.
5.
All right. All right, it's another K stage.
2, 1, go.
Well, we have to win this one. Really?
5 left into 2 left.
I like how the rainbow's kind of clipping through the ground. Oops. Oh, my word. Ah!
5 right.
I went chasing after the rainbow directly. Oh, it is... Yeah, what were they saying about it may rain? Yeah, it is raining. Not may, it is.
Square left.
And I'm still on not wet weather tyres.
2, 3 left.
So this is a potential... Okay, this is a potential problem.
Square right.
I don't know if I missed the actual weather thing saying, yes, it's definitely going to rain, you pillock.
5 left.
But, okay. Right, we're definitely going to have to concentrate through here.
Right. 4 left. Opens. Over bump.
I'm also enjoying the fact how real feeling how, like, believable feeling. Like, I mean, obviously not accurate simulation realistic handling. There was only so much you could do on the PS1, but how real feeling the handling is, how believable the handling is.
Square left. K bank.
It reminds me a lot, funnily enough, of another series of games that Codemasters were making at the time. Oops, steady.
Right.
There we go. Which were the TOCA Touring Cars games. Ironically, one of those games is also celebrating its 25th anniversary this year. I was very close to trying to do a stream for that around now. TOCA 2 Touring Cars. Perhaps the greatest British touring car game of all time.
Square left.
There's not much competition in that category, unfortunately, but
Left into 2.
it's probably the best of the lot. But you'll notice there are certain, especially when you're on tarmac, if you listen to the like the tyre screech noises, they're lifted straight from TOCA Touring Cars.
Square left.
So, oops, ow.
Through narrow gate.
So I believe the physics are probably the same physics engine as from the TOCA Touring Cars games. Oh dear, yeah, we're flagging a bit now.
Over bump.
And see the giant Lego hands, like the driver has an allergic... Oh, you mean... Hang on. Where are they? Where's Kermit the Frog? Oh, he's in it. There he is. Oh no, he's not Kermit the Frog anymore.
McRae.
You mean our, like, Lego minifigure hands?
Over bump. K bank. On 5 right. 4 right.
Oh my... Ow.
3
Oh
right.
my god. Okay, I really need to... Oops.
Long
Ow.
left.
Yeah, I really need to... Okay, I'm going to have to start paying attention here, chaps. Folks, friends. I got distracted by the rainbow. And now I'm somewhere over the rainbow. That's a pretty good POV considering it's time of release. It really is. Like I say, I think this is... Oh, I've just noticed one of our brake lights is broken, ironically. We brake to broke light. Don't break your broke light. Oh. Oops, oops, oops. Steady. Again, there's cutting the apex, and then there's that. Ow! Then came 2.0, and the hands came muscular. Well, the drivers have been down the gym. Roid hands. Come on. I can DM you the cheats list via Discord? Yes, you can, Jason. Go for it. Giga-chan hands. Right, I'm not expecting great things out of this stage. We're on the wrong tyres. I've bounced it off of every tree in New Zealand. We still won the stage! I am the greatest rally driver ever. So, even though we literally just... I let us think the fence kind of elasticated there. It was like boing. Boing. Fired us back on. So, we beat our McRae by about a second, 1.1 seconds or so. Liati third, Komi Bakkanen fourth, Duhar Kankinen, Rich Burns, and the Toyota's still not doing much. And then Steen, McRae, Cruz, and Magnus are the top four in the second division. On a random map from Dartford. I know, right? So we are now 7 seconds up overall. So let's do it too. We've got about half an hour or so more of this game before we switch over. Be about half an hour per hour and a half per game, roughly. I'm trying to think when we started this one. Actually, we want 2 hours for that. Anyway, okay, let's do it. Let's go. Let's go. Aha! Usefully, it's not snowing. Why would it be snowing here, AJ? It's not been snowing for the entire rally. No, that's... Snow, that's not what I meant to say. It's not raining in this one, is what I meant to say. Slower for the first split, but that's fine. Listen, I was on the wrong tyres and I bounced it off of every bit of... I bounced my car off of every bit of New Zealand scenery on the South Island. And we still won the stage, so... Y'all ain't got it on me. Snow in New Zealand, I know, right? There's no chance of that anytime soon. One left over crest. Oh, here we go, big jump. This could be Finland settings. Okay, maybe not. Okay, maybe not. If that's snow, then it's a White Christmas 365 days a year in Wales. Care post, you said. Oh, there. Yeah. Care ditch. Care post. Care thing you can hit. Care thing you're probably going to twat into any moment. Which is why I'm warning you about it. Oh, whoa, that was a big slide. That was some drift 2 settings. Oh, yips. Oops. Oh, I'm focused now on everything, you can tell. Well, I'm not in a focus. That would replace this escort, but you know. Oh. The amazing thing is, though, what's so awesome about this is just unironically a brilliant game. Like, I'm enjoying playing this now. Obviously, the graphics haven't aged well at all, but to be fair, I get a bit fed up with the whole, well, that didn't age well, did it? What, that pundit's prediction on the scoreline of a football game? Well, that didn't age well, did it? You don't know anything, do you? No. What? Somebody predicted what the scoreline of a football game involving humans and about 1,000,001 different elements random elements that could have all affected the final result. And it wasn't like an algorithm or a program that gives the definitive result 100 times out of 100. So they predicted something that might happen. Something else ended up happening. Oh, no. Well, that didn't age well, did it? But, yeah, anyway. Reasons why I'm going on social media hiatus next year. Does the gravel sound make it sound like we've got a puncher? Maybe. My prediction for Arsenal against Brighton. And that's another stage win. We are trundling along nicely. We are now up 10 seconds over our teacher. The student is battering the teacher right now. And Liati is trying to wingman. He's trying to Bottas this, but it just ain't happening. He's still doing a better job than Perez, but then again, I think Manan could probably do a better job than Sergio Perez. And then Komi Bakkinen. So how many stages per rally is there in this? I believe it's probably 6 stages, maybe? Oh, man, I just want to do a full series of this now. This is what I'm saying. Like, obviously, the graphics are showing their age. Listen, anybody who ages, any human will look slightly different after 25 years. Let's be honest here, okay? Okay? Like, I look slightly different 25 years on from this. 6 stages and a super special. Ooh. Beat Perez in the Autosport top. Lel. I'm not particularly interested in the Autosport top 50, but for that, I'll, right. Stage 5 Thames? We're not in New Zealand at all. Right. Aha! Right. So in the description it says it may rain, and then information, 5 weather, rain. Weather, cloudy. Right, okay. So the thing is, we still won both of those stages with ostensibly wet not wet tyres on. In exceptional tiring, muddy conditions. I'm going to gamble with wet tyres for this leg. So with any luck, we should be all right in stage 5. We might struggle in stage 6. Oh, and when you say super special, by the way, Dan, does that mean it's a total of 7 stages? So 6 normal stages, 1 super special. Inters, apparently. They don't exist here. Right.
3, 2, 1.
All right, it's time to head into the storm.
Long 3 right. 2 left. 2 left.
Oh, the car is handling nicely, I've got to say.
Crest tightens. Long 2 left bank.
He said bank, AJ. He said bank. Get your mind out of the gutter. For once, get your mind out of the gutter.
2 right over crest tightens.
Oh, oh, oh,
3
yeah.
right. Long 3 left.
We're going on an adventure.
1 left. Long 3 right tightens. Care ditch into 4 right.
He said ditch. He also said ditch, AJ, not the... No! No! In New Zealand, there's only 6 stages. Okie doke. All right.
5 right through narrow gate.
Right, I've had an idea what we might do then. Oops!
1 left.
Yep, right, come on. There we go. Come on.
Caution 4 right tightens through narrow gate.
Oh, now we're in the real muddy... Oops.
Crest.
Now we're in the muddy stuff. I love the fact that... Again! Again! Look at the... Oops! Okay. No, don't look that closely. I was about to say, look at the variety of scenery we've had on one rally. Again, it's always changing. We've had those kind of grey, kind of road kind sections. This muddy sections that are more wide open. There's the kind of bank sections with the cuttings and things like that.
Through narrow gate into 2
It's all variety and all things. Again, you just didn't see as much of this back then.
into long 2 right. Care ditch into 1 left
Oh.
tightens. Care ditch long 2 right tightens.
So, oops, that's he did kind of, this looks believably, exactly! It looks really cool.
Over crest.
Like I say, technically it hasn't aged in terms of high def HD 4K Uber Blu-rayness or whatever. Oh, cock. There's me pinging off the wall again. So that whole choosing tyres specifically for the wet stage, I don't think's worked. I will be honest, I don't think it's really worked. I'm still crashing just as much on these tyres. In fact, I'm doing worse on these tyres than I did on the wet stage before on ostensibly the dry tyres. Well, I suppose they're all for use on slippery surfaces anyway, so it doesn't really matter. Okay. Round the... Oops. No, please. Please. There we go. Goodness me. That was close. Right, this has been... okay. Oh my god, we need 6 seconds down. Right. AJ, come on, focus. We are not spaffing this. We are not spaffing this. Well, we've spaffed this stage, but, you know. 6 points... Nicky, are you taking the piss, mate? Are you taking the piss? He just said, good stage, that. Was it? I lost it by nearly 7 seconds. Commie Backinen. Tommy K. Mackland. Sounds like Macklemore. Well, at least McRae... Well, McRae was 7 seconds ahead as well. Yeah, okay, so... that overall lead I had... it's decreased slightly. Just a bit. Okay. Thankfully, I've only got 1 stage left. But apparently, I'm going to be on the wrong tyres for it. 70% gravel, 30% mud. Which is more gravel. 70% gravel, 30% more wet gravel. Oh, God. Oh, no. I can pause. Okay, good. Just going to grab my nasal spray. There we go. Oops. Oh, yeah. Oh. Okay. All right, let's do it. One more stage. We out here.
2, 1, go. 4 left, opens. Long 3 right, tightens. Into 5 right, don't cut.
I haven't heard him say 6 left or right yet, so I think it's 1 to 5.
Right, tightens.
And then it's... Ow, ow, no! No! Why am I getting caught up in... Why am I getting caught up in nature's pubes?
2 right, into 2.
Oh god, I've lost another 3 seconds. Right, we're not spaffing this. We're not doing this. I refuse... I might not have a choice. This tyre choice may have absolutely spaffed our entire rally.
5 right, tightens.
So, making the wrong tyre choice won us 2 stages. Making the right tyre choice has cost us the entire rally. We're learning on the... My car has no grip. It's still handling like it did on the last stage, except the tyres were supposed to be for a wet stage. And they did the square root of jack all on the wet stage, and now they're still handling like turds. The help! Okay, come on.
Square left, into tight hairpin right.
Don't put it in reverse gear. That.
4 left,
Okay, 2.2.
over crest.
Right, come on. Come on. There we go. There we go. Come on. A little bit more finesse.
Right,
I know that's an alien concept to you, AJ, but we can do this. Come on. Come on. Oops. No, why did this keep happening?
2 right.
I keep slowly, like, blithering off into the green pubes.
Hairpin left.
The green pubes of death. I've knocked over the time. I'm 5.3 seconds down. I went for a drink. Did we F it? Well, we're in the process of doing so.
Over bridge. 5 left.
Come on, let's focus. Let's focus. Come on now. Come on.
Square left, through narrow gate. Long 3 right, tightens. Long 3 left. Over jump. 1 right, over jump. Caution, tight hairpin right, through narrow gate.
Oh my. Sorry.
Long 1 left.
Why is my car doing this? Literally, I went to accelerate and it just skidded along at a 45-degree angle. It crabbed.
Over crest.
Also, I think those spectators back there are very grateful that thin film of plastic, what would you call it, that kind of plastic taping for the barriers, was actually made of adamantium. It was actually made of spiders. We're 8 seconds down. We have spaffed this. We have spaffed this up the wall. Right, guys, lesson learned. The painful way.
Long 2 right.
We do not use these wet tyres ever again.
3 left.
They're the worst thing to happen to the world since the COVID virus.
Silver finish. Fantastic, we did it.
Did we? Oh, all right, well, okay, so Nicky Griss seems happy with that. All right, so McRae was only 0.48 faster than us, so he was less than a second faster. Commie Backinen, he wins another stage. He's won both the final 2 stages here. But, hey, we still won! Whew! Oh, that was close. So we just about finished just under 4 seconds ahead of McRae in the end. Liati takes third. So it's a Subaru 2-3. Oh, Backinen. Commie Backinen. Tommy Mackinnon in an alias. In a mask. Groucho Marx. He's in like a Groucho Marx glasses with like the fake nose and everything and a moustache. He was less than a second behind Liati with those 2 stage wins. Our teammate Kankin's 5th. Richard Burns takes the last point because I believe at this point it was still... excuse me, no pun intended. It was still at this point. Points were awarded 1st through 6th. So both the Toyotas missed out on the points. They had a bit of a terrible rally in the end. And then in the 2-litre class, it's a 1-2 for Skoda. Harry Rovanpera, Cal's dad, finishes on the podium, ahead of Gomez in the other Seat. It's the Noah's Ark in F2. 2 Seats, 2 Skodas, 2 Volkswagens, and 2 Rovers, 2 Renaults. All right. So that'll be a nice big 10 points. Yeah, there you go. So nice big 10 points for us. 6 for Colin, 4 for Piero, 3 for Kenneth Backlund, 2 for Kankinen, and 1 for Richard Burns. So that'll be a nice 12-point haul for us in the Constructors, which is very tasty. I think I'm just wondering whether we can squeeze in another full rally in this championship, or if we can. We should have a muck around with just do a one-off rally and muck around with the cheats. I might do that actually. Ooh. Apparently, AFC Wimbledon are playing right now, and we're up 2-0 away from home against Crawley Town. What's 25 minutes? So that's nice. Be a nice early Christmas present if we can hang on for that. Right, so discord. Right, messages. Jason. Aha, right. In rally or time trial mode on the expert difficulty level. Okay. Congratulations, we've won. Final results for New Zealand, 3rd place. Oh, we even get a podium ceremony. That's really cool. So Colin McRae and Liati park their Subarus either side. And then we, on the top step of the podium, look at that, in our Ford Escort. That's very nice, very tasty. So which one was Monaco and which one was Indonesia? Both have the same flag? That's a good question. Well, this one's definitely Greece. I know that. So, we're going to... Yeah, can we quit out from this menu? I don't think so. So, let's get into the stage. We've saved our game. But what we're going to do, we're going to bail out and we're going to try out a few different other things before I'll switch over to Ridge Racer Type 4 at past. So, in about 20 minutes' time.
5.
No. Quit the game, yep. I can load the game now, so that's... Well, reload that championship. Oh, I'm tempted to do a full Let's Play now. I'm tempted to do it. Like, either as a pre-recorded thing or as a live stream. If it's pre-recorded, Dan somewhere in the chat like, you motherfucker. Stealing my shtick over here. The game data has changed. Correct. It has. New high score 7, new tracks 6, new cars... Ooh, new tracks. Nice. Yes. Do you want to save the new data? Overwrite previous Colin McRae rally game data. Yes. Yeah, somewhere Dan's just like, you stealing my shtick out here. Right, so rally. Lol. So, options, difficulty. We still can't pick expert, so that's a problem. That might be a problem. Shoe boxes. Hang on. Yeah, I'm just checking the cheats here. I'm not sure if we have to unlock... Nick. Ooh, hang on. Hang on a minute. There might be a... Hang on. Aha! Because we're playing this game on a computer, there is an inbuilt cheats thing here. Remember the old game? Well, I'm not sure many of you will. Aha! Expert. All tracks and cars in expert mode. Time is 7 around. Stop time running. Electricity behavior brakes. Right. Okay, so expert difficulty has been opened up. So basically, there's an inbuilt Game Shark thing. So Game Shark was a thing that, if I remember rightly, wasn't it something you plugged into the memory card slot, or was it a game disc that you put in and you'd load up cheat things for the game and then take the disc out and put the game disc in? Trying to remember. I'm going back a long way. This is when cheats were hardcore. This is when doing the cheats required like Indiana Jones level, like Enigma code machine breaking techers. And no bloody microtransactions, alright? Back in my day, we didn't have to pay for cheats. It was like plugging a... That's right! That's right. Was it on the PS1 Slim? Because I had a PS1 Slim, for the most part. I don't remember that big a slot at the back for the Game Shark. Also, it's gone to demo while we're faffing around. In Australia, mate. Bluff Knoll. Maybe that's how my friend injured herself. She fell into a bluff knoll. Ah, on the regular PlayStation 1. Okay, okay. Well, there's the Super Impreza. Anyway, so hopefully, with a bit of Game Shark intervention, what we've just done is opened up... Well, we've opened up expert mode so we could apply all the cheats anyway. The old school method. The OG method. And the title screen's just gone gold. Is there a reason for that? Is it because we're on... Also, apparently I can't even... Maybe because it's in Game Shark. Maybe because the Game Shark thing has changed. When I'm in the difficulty menu, I can't change the... It's like, no, it's stuck on expert. Ah, the menu goes gold. Okay, so there's your sign of... I am learning stuff about this game. Holy crap. Right, anyway. Rally. Okay. So, with any luck, we've now got the full selection of cars. So, Subaru Impreza, Mitsubishi Lancer Evo, Ford Escort, that's what we were just driving, Toyota Corolla, Renault Maxima Megane, Seat Ibiza, VW Golf, Skoda Felicia, Mark II Ford Escort. Oh yeah, boys. We've got a Ford RS200 as well. Lancia Delta Integrale, maybe my favorite rally car of all time. Oh my god, there's an Audi Quattro as well. I'm experiencing pocket tightness right now. There's a lot of spaff happening. Oh, there's a super special option. Even good. Good. One player. What's the other one? Okay. I was trying to work out what is that for, like 2-player. Corsica, Sweden, Australia. Time trial. Is that just a single stage? I imagine it is. Right. Okay. So what one are we doing? Indonesia. Snow and rain on mud and gravel tracks. Good luck. Oh, I think I'm going to need it. So my choice is either United Kingdom or... It's going to be UK, isn't it? Why not? United Kingdom. And what are we driving? I think we're starting off with the Mark II Escort. Yes. Let's do it. Now, how many stages are there? I might quit out halfway and just try and do like a couple of stages in each car, if that makes sense. I just love the fact that Mark II Escort is one of the bonus. Now, how many stages are there in expert mode rallies? Snow and rain on mud and gravel tracks. Good luck. Oh, I'm going to need it, I think. The UK rally has 6 special regular stages and the super special. Awesome. Okay, okay. Okay. Well, there was a dedicated super special option, wasn't there? So that's just for doing just the special super specials. I don't know why I did the Sebastian Vettel finger there. Oh, look at our Escort.
5, 4, 3.
The backbone of British rallying to this day.
5 right, ditch.
I like how this looks more like Greenland or like Sweden or something than the UK.
Left.
I like how we're doing the right rear as well already.
Long 4 left,
Oh,
logs.
oops, steady. I bet there's still some around doing classic rally. Hitch,
Right.
replace some with loads. The Roger Albert Clark rally, the RAC rally happened recently in Wales and Scotland. I think it was an epic rally. It had this huge route. I think they did the original Sweet Lamb stage at night.
1 right, long 4 right.
They did like a 30-mile stage at night and all that. And it was, I don't think there was a 4-wheel drive class. I think it was 2-wheel drive only, so it kind of limited to historic stuff. And
Over crest. Into
I think about 90% of the entire entry list were Mark II Ford Escorts. I think almost all of them were Mark II Escorts. There was one Lancia Stratos, which looked sexy as anything, as you'd imagine. There was a few other oddities. There was a few other cars mixed in. Was there a Renault Alpine? There might have been.
5 right, ditch.
Oh, yeah, we're caught in the ditch. Uh-oh. Coming out of my ditch, and I've been doing just fine. There's more logs. And brand new ones. Yes. There are actually companies basically making the patterns for brand new Mark II Escorts. There's a lot of Mark II Escorts doing hill climbs as well. Yeah, they are. They're really pretty.
1 left. 4 left, long.
It's funny how... I don't know if this was the full reason, but the reason I've always heard behind... Because you might have seen this, it's in Forza Horizon. Also, we are getting absolutely cock-slapped, by the way. Yeah, we're in expert mode now, because we are getting absolutely cock-slapped by the AI.
2 left.
But yeah, we're...
4 right.
what was I saying?
4 right, ditch.
I was just thinking, yeah, with the Ford GT70 that you might have seen in... I know it's in Forza Horizon 4, and it's been in a few other games.
Right, into
And the reason I always read... Oh, am I in a...
right.
Am I... Oh, okay, so the AI are actually driving the other cars in the... Okay, so they're not in escorts as well. Right, okay, that makes a bit more sense as well. So, wow, the AI are brutal here. Yeah, they are also driving the Audi Quattros and Ford RS200. Oh, okay. They kind of have a car advantage as well of my poor little Escort. I also love the fact that even, like, the Mini didn't make it into this game, but this was the OG rally car that made it in.
Long 1 right.
For that kind of first ever generation of rally car. Well, technically the Mark I Escort was the first one in. But, yeah, the story with the Ford GT70 is that it's quite an interesting one because it's a pretty little car. And if you see a picture of a Ford GT70, you might go, that looks like a baby Ford GT40. Well, that's exactly what it was. Ford basically went, well, you know what we've done at Le Mans with the GT40? How about we do that in rallying? We make a Ford GT40 for rallying. And so they developed the GT70, put a Ford Escort engine in it, basically. It looked very pretty. And then they went, hang on a minute. Why are we bothering to develop and put together an entire custom rally car, like a pre-built rally car like this, when everyone's just buying bog standard Escorts and rallying them anyway, and they're more than good enough? Actually, that's a good point, Bilkins. Why don't we just do that? It would just be a lot cheaper to make a load of just bog standard Escorts, and people can take them rallying and win a load of stuff with them instead.
Left. Over crest. Post.
So the GT70, unfortunately, was just a kind of... I don't know if it ever actually competed at all, but it just became like a... woefully may as well not exist. Yeah, well, it's the unfortunate situation where they are. Seeing Minis in rallying will never not be funny to me. But they were amazing at rallying, that's the thing. The Minis were kind of the ultimate... And the Escorts as well, I think. That's the cool thing about these cars from this generation. You had cars that could just do anything. You could put a Ford Escort in a touring car race, a circuit race, and it would be awesome. Same with a Mini. And you could put either of these cars on a rally stage, and they'd also be great.
Right. Into 1 right. Over finish.
Just silence from Nikki at the end there. It's just like, well, yeah, ow. Ah, okay, so we're racing against the rest of the actual World Championship. Yeah, so 1997 World Rally Championship season. And then a random pleb in an Escort. Bruno Thierry is the other Ford driver. So Bruno Thierry is the guy that we replaced in our championship season. But, yeah, I think we can squeeze in one more stage. The question is, in what car? Be one of the extras. We've got the RS200, the Audi Quattro, the Lancia Integrale. Are there any others I'm missing? Escort, RS200, Lancia Integrale. Yes, why not? Yeah, why not? Yeah, why not? Yeah, why not? But yeah, I'll be more than happy to come back and play this some more, either stream it or do a Let's Play on YouTube. If I'm doing the latter, I would probably... I mean, Dan, you're in the chat right now. I may as well ask you, would you be alright with me doing that? Because I'd feel very much like I'm intruding on your turf there. Intruding on your territory there, if I was to do that. But I'm having so much fun with this. It would be good for rally, but it's not used for it. That's a good question, because nowadays rally cars are so pre-built. Like, you look at a road-going Ford Puma, and you're like, that's not going to be very good for rallying. But the rally Ford Puma is so different anyway. I don't know. I mean, for WRC2 and stuff like that, for like hatchbacks and stuff. That's a good question. Chat, what do you reckon? Meantime, let's do a super special. And let's do it in the Lancia. Why would I mind? A million people have done a series on CMR. Been able to give them all a clout round the locals, yeah? Maybe a Tesla. Range... Well, range would be one of the big issues. Reliability would be another. And weight. That's the big thing that's holding back any electric car in racing at the moment. It's not necessarily range. Although that's not helpful. But... it's, what do you call it? Weight. Because batteries are so heavy. Because that MG3... That's a good shout, you know. That's actually a very good shout. Right. So we're doing the Grease Super Special in a Lancia Integrale. I'm experiencing pocket hardness right now. I'm experiencing tightness in my jeans area. I love seeing how others play the same guys to seem for me to eternally scream at. All right, here we go. Oh, my word. All right, here we go. So this is a super special stage, which is, well, as you can see, there is another car on the same track as us. Well, sort of. This is kind of like in, what's that event in Olympic cycling, track cycling, where you're both on the same track, but you're at different parts of the track and you're just both time trialing.
One right. Square right.
Oops, ow. That was a bit of a drift in there. Individual time trial, yeah, there you go. So it's a bit like that. You kind of do, it's kind of a little figure eight. So we're doing the lane now, or the team pursuit. Yeah, I think that as well. So yeah, it's a bit of that. So you see there's the crossover. We just went over that bridge that the Subaru is now going through. I assume that's Colin McRae. So we both do, I think, 2 laps of this entire course, which includes 1 run each of the lanes. So we started in lane 1. Oh, that's it. Okay. Well, we kind of lost there. And we kind of lost quite badly there. By 6 seconds. But again, might be that we're in a bonus car. Although I think our Integrale had a bit of a power boost to maybe help out with that. But that was there's a super special for you. That was a very cool one that just happened on the Rally Japan at the end of the current WRC season. The one that's just ended. That happened in the Tokyo Stadium. Because the rally was based out of Tokyo as like the host city. I think it was Tokyo Stadium. I want to say. I know. Well, basically, it was the stadium that was built for the Rugby World Cup in 2019, and they set up like they paved over. They obviously put like hard standing on the pitch, ripped off the grass and everything. Well, you know, the turf or whatever, AstroTurf, and yeah, they put down a little course marked out with like bollards and stuff. It's really good fun. Oh my God, we're up against a front-wheel drive Renault Megane. We have to be able to win this one. Toyota Stadium in Toyota City, yeah. Oop, ow. Okay, this is, oops. Okay, yeah, okay, I'm struggling a bit here. Listen, I'll be frankly embarrassed if we lose to a front-wheel drive F2 car. It's like someone's like doing a drum roll. Suddenly Longview start. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh, that's embarrassing. Okay, Lancey, I'm very sorry. I've let you down there. We weren't last overall, though. I'll take that. We weren't last overall. In fact, wait up. Where was the Renault in that? The Renault was Philip Bukowski. It's Philip. Excuse me. More like. All right, let's squeeze in one more stage. In the Audi Quattro or the Ford RS200. Ken Rosenberg lost. He snorted too much crack in between the stages before he went out there for his run. Right, time rally, stupid special, and I think we'll do all tarmac gives plenty of grip. Use it. Sweden, Australia, Monte Carlo. Oh, so notice Finland isn't in the game. Maybe it wasn't on the calendar at this point. I think Corsica, and we're going to drive the Ford RS200. A taste of Group B insanity to finish off. Right. Slicks, medium suspension, even brake. I'm going to risk stiff suspension, given that we're winding mountainous roads. This all-tarmac event gives plenty of grip, so use it. All right, I will. All right, blimey. All right, here we go. This is the main event of the Colin McRae Rally 20th anniversary portion of tonight's stream. We're in Corsica, and we're in a Ford RS200.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Oh my god. Help. Help me. Ow.
Right. Over crest. 4 left. Long 3 right.
Whoops.
2 left into 4 right.
I'm doing a big ow. I'm doing a big ow.
5 left.
That's, yeah, that's accurate actually.
3 left. 5 right. 3 left. 1 left.
Oops. Steady.
Crest
Come on.
into 5 right.
Come on, let's hustle.
3 right. Long 3 left. Over crest. 2 right into 3 right. Long 3 left. Tight.
Ow.
4 left.
This is so narrow, but again, realistic.
Right.
I also like the fact that, again, this is a very PS1 thing.
4 left.
I like the fact that it's just, the graphics are just gone, look, there's a backdrop over there, and then there's just a vast void of nothingness over the side of the mountain. Well, in fairness, that's kind of realistic to the real thing. If you go over that wall, you are plunging to your death, no matter what. Oh my god, I'm just bouncing off the walls here.
4 right.
Ow. Oh my god, ow. There's a bridge.
Over crest into 5 right. 5 left. 1 right. 4 left. 4 right. Tightens.
Ow.
5 right.
Come on.
1 left. 4 right. 1 left. Over crest. 2 right.
Oh my god. Steady, come on, please.
5 left. 1 right. Tightens.
Oh my... Well, the car went to break traction in 3rd gear, and then just as it did, it smacked the left rear onto the barrier, onto a bit of the wall that jutted out, and I've smashed the left rear brake light. God, even the damage physics are pretty good.
3
I mean, it basically looks like, I don't know, a cereal box that's been trodden on,
hairpin right.
but it still looks pretty good. Like the... Oops. Ow.
Left.
I mean, I'm smashing the hell out of this poor RS200, but
Long 3 right.
in fairness, trying to navigate a 600 horsepower Group B monster around incredibly tight mountain roads in mainland France, Jules Panizzi's creamed his pants at the thought of a tarmac. Yeah, I was a bit slower there. I was 2 seconds slower than an F2 Golf. Richard Burns won the stage, though, so I don't care. So life is good otherwise. And, well, I think that'll bring to an end part 1 of tonight's stream. Happy 25th birthday to Colin McRae Rally. It is a bit late. I think its anniversary was actually back in September. The second game we're celebrating the 25th anniversary of tonight. Much more timely. It was released in December 1998. But, yeah, that'll do for part 1. I hope you guys are enjoying yourselves so far. I'm just going to dip just for, well, a couple of minutes, really. And just have a quick break. You guys have a little drink and a stretch and everything. Do what you need to do. I'll be back momentarily. And, happy birthday, Colin McRae Rally. We love you very much.